Further down the page, it says ambiguity of the terms used. The Koine Greek terms used in the New Testament of the structure on which Jesus died are storos and zion. Those words, which can refer to many different things, do not indicate the precise shape of the structure. Scholars have long known that the Greek word storos and Latin word for crux did not uniquely mean a cross. They have known too that the words that had meaning also and so have not considered necessarily incorrect the traditional picture of a cross with a transom. The ambiguity of terms was noted by Justus Lipsius, 1594. John Pearson, Bishop of Chester, around 1660, wrote in his commentary on the Apostle Creed that the Greek word storos originally signified a straight standing stake, pale or palisade, but that when other transverse or prominent parts were added in a perfect cross, it retained still the original name. And he declared the form then of the cross on which our Saviour suffered was not a simple but a compounded figure, according to the custom of the Romans, by whose procurator he was condemned to die, which is Pontius Pilate, in which there was not only a single straight erected piece of wood fixed in the earth, but also a transverse beam fastened unto that toward the top thereof. Justus Lipsius invented a specific terminology to distinguish different forms of what could be called a cross or crux. His basic twofold distinction was between a crux simplex, a simple stake, and a crux compacta, a composite of two pieces of wood. The victim could be affixed to a crux simplex or could be impaled on it. Lipsius then subdivides the crux compacta into three types: the crux decusa, or a X shape, crux commissa, or T shape, and the crux emissa, which is a T shape with the crosspiece dropped down a little. Lipsius himself held that Jesus was nailed not to a crux simplex, but to a crux commissa. However, W.E. Vine and E.W. Bullinger, as well as Henry Dana Ward, which are the authorities the Watchtower Society alludes to, considered that the cross, the Greek storos, in its original sense literally meant an upright pale stake, had no crossbar, and that the traditional picture of Jesus on a cross was incorrect. So we can see from reading this, and you're quite welcome to look this up and read the rest of it yourself, that there is some ambiguity in the terms used, because the Bible doesn't go into details about the exact instrument of death. I suppose a modern analogy could be if a person was shot by a firing squad and it was recorded by the news, that would they go into describing the types of gun, the brand, the size of the bullets, etc., which were used in that execution? Probably not.